What's up, everybody? It's the homie TruthTeller, the street reporter. And we recently just hit 30,000 subscribers. That's amazing. We're going on 40,000, so I need you guys to help me get to that one. And we got to try to get to that one quicker than we got to 30,000. But I really do appreciate that shit. You guys are amazing. So I talked to my team, and we felt like it's only right to give you this breakdown. Now, I wasn't going to do this breakdown. I kind of felt like I was going to keep this to myself, even though I did do videos on this. I didn't want to give a full breakdown on this because I'm actually close with the people who involved in this shit right here, as far as some of the victims and shit like that. So it's a very touchy situation, but I feel if you guys gonna support me like that, then I gotta support you by being honest and being in depth and being transparent with you guys. So today I'm gonna do a topic that a lot of people been asking me about ever since I dropped the video a little while ago about this. A lot of people want to know about TruthTeller. They want to know exactly where I came from and things like that. But before we want to do that, I want to tell you guys, something actually happened in my life that was crazy. I actually was a statistic in the city of Chicago before. Today is going to be a breakdown on me. I actually ended up getting shot before. I was 8 years old and I got shot in my arm, and my close friend at 8 years old ended up getting killed, lost his life due to the gun violence in Chicago. So I'm going to kind of break that down, give you some background on TruthTeller, kind of explain to you what happened exactly that day and give you my conclusion. And my conclusion is a little touchy because, like I told you, I know a lot of these people, but I have to be honest and transparent if we're going to be this Teller squad. You feel me? So today we're going to take TruthTeller, the street reporter, to the board. Okay? So today's topic is going to be on TruthTeller. Now, one of the first things I noticed on TruthTeller was he actually started off as a rapper. Okay? Now, if you're not sure, it's actually songs on YouTube with TruthTeller. TruthTeller actually has a song on YouTube with Bo Deal on it before he was even a blogger. And for the people that don't know, TruthTeller is me, by the way. But okay, I noticed he was a rapper turned blogger. Okay, I'm actually from Chicago. Okay, I grew up in Chicago my whole life. I'm from Chicago, born and raised from Chirac. All right. Another thing is I come from the west side of Chicago. I grew up around the neighborhood like about the Four Corner Hustlers, the Body Snatchers. When I was a little kid, I used to grow up and shake up this sign and act like I was part of them and all kind of stuff like that. But in actuality, I was really just a kid who was influenced by the street shit. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really into gangs and shit like that, but I was affiliated, okay? Had a lot of friends and shit involved in it. But that's about as much as we're going to do on that. We're going to kind of jump into what happened. In September, all right, of 1992. I was 8 years old. I believe 7. I was 7 years old. All right, I was 7 years old. So y'all doing the math down, TruthTeller. Oh, now they put me at 37. But I ended up getting shot when I was 7 years old. Okay. Now what happened is I lived on a block on Rice Street. Okay, this happened at 50 on the 5900 block of Rice. All right. Now, what happened was my story and the police report is two different things. Okay, I was on the porch. My porch is right here. Next door is my friend who we grew up with, hanging with each other. My mother was cool with his mother, and my sister was cool with his cousin, and you know, that's how it was. So this was my house, and this was my friend's house. So every day we'll go out the house and sit on my friend's porch. Even at 8 years old and 7 years old, we'll sit on their porch all day, eat little snack candy and have fun, you know? Just sitting on their porch. It was a gated porch and all kind of shit like that. One day, a car rolled down the block. Just riding regular, not even paying attention, because I didn't even pay attention to the car. I actually don't know what happened that day. I was just caught in a disarray. But sitting on the porch, a car riding past. Next thing you know, it raised the window down. Black, 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 black. Get the blicking. Nothing but kids on the porch. Me, my friend, cousins and brothers, all kids on the porch. And a guy ride past and do a drive by, blick, 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 and blick the whole place down. TruthTeller was hitting the arm. TruthTeller shot in the arm. My friend Ernest shot in the temple. He was killed. All right? On the 5900 block of Rice. TruthTeller. All right? TruthTeller is shot in the arm. I lost my marker. TruthTeller shot in the arm. Ernest killed. All right? I was a young man. I didn't really understand what happened. I just know when this happened, the car rolled off. And, you know, with it being kids on the porch, it was a summer day. It was a lot of shit outside. The police got the call. Everybody seen the car. It was light outside. It was daytime. People called the police. The police instantly got on that car, and that car got pulled over, and the shooter was captured. All right? Somehow they admit what went on. He gets 150 years for the killing of Ernest and I guess shooting me at 8 years old. So he gets 150 years old for shooting an 8-year-old boy and a 7-year-old boy. All right? So he gets 150 years. Now remember, I don't know what the fuck happened. I was a kid. I was just outside. I was sitting on the porch having fun. I heard some shots. I ran up the porch like, shit, damn, I'm a little kid. I thought it was firecrackers. But what caught me was everyone looked as scared and alarmed running up the porch. So I ran up on this enclosed porch too. And I guess a bullet hit me right in the arm. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but this is the bullet hole where it came out of right here. The bullet actually entered me right here. I'm not sure if you can see it real good. Elbow's kind of ashy, but the bullet entered me here. It came in while I was running up the stairs, hit my arm here, and came out, okay? So I ended up getting hit. My friend Ernest got hit. He was killed. He ended up losing his life. He was laying on the ground. As I got older, I did my research. I actually found the article in a newspaper that's on the internet about this killing and this shooting. And the story kind of comes out. The guy who shot me and killed Ernest said that reading the police reports and then newspaper articles, kind of got a clearer understanding. This guy is saying that his nephew was killed the day before this happened. And he went looking for revenge, okay? All right. He went looking for revenge, and he came and noticed this block where a lot of these guys be at that be with the guy who supposedly killed his nephew. So he just wanted revenge. So he came through and just shot up. He didn't give a fuck who was outside or anything like that. He wasn't aware that the person who killed his nephew actually got caught earlier that morning. So he was actually arrested earlier that morning, the person who killed his nephew. So he went on a rampage for nothing, but he wanted to get back. So that's what happened. Police instantly got on that car. Soon they got off. You know, he's killing kids. People in the community didn't like that. They called the police. He instantly got caught. Murder weapon in a car, all kind of things like that. So that ended up happening. That happened to me when I was a young man. I'm talking about 7, 8 years old. Time flew so past, the memory is kind of foggy, but it's a crazy situation. So I tell people the violence has always been here. A lot of people get it confused and act like this shit just started. Now, they've been getting the violence on. But my conclusion when I come to this is it was gang related. You know, the more I did the homework, I realized that I grew up next door to this house where my close friends was in this house. I'm still friends with people in the house. I consider them my cousins, like close friends. But when I grew up, I realized that, my friends had relatives who were gang leaders, and I didn't understand that. I didn't notice that it was a top gang leader from Chicago, Benny Lee. We all know that. I got to be transparent with you now. Benny Lee, he's like the leader of the conservative vice lords. I'm not sure if he's still involved in that. You know, he's on some political shit, changing the world now. He's like a mentor, a good guy. But back in the day, he was the leader of like the conservative vice lords, and that was his family house. I didn't realize that, and a lot of my friends' big brothers were involved in gangs and shit. So, you know, the guy who shot me and killed my friend just knew that this dude who killed his friend hung around there, knew this was the house, this where the guys be at. But in actuality, the person who did the killing of his nephew was caught already, and he just wanted revenge and try to kill some of his friends, hurt some of his friends to get the revenge, to show you that's what the get back is about. You know, so this was a crazy story. I wanted to share this with you guys because normally I wouldn't share no story like this, but I feel like I got to be transparent with you. Not only am I from Chicago, not only did I go to Austin High School, not only did I go to Douglas Middle School, not only am I from the west side of Chicago, not only did I go to West Side Holistic Alternative School, not only am I from the streets, I'm from there. I actually was a victim there. I was a statistic of gun violence when I was 8 years old. You know, and the crazy part is, it's all still a blur to me. I don't know what happened to me. I just know I got shot when I was a young kid. I didn't see a car creeping up. I didn't see who shot me. I didn't see anything, you know. I was just caught in the head, like, but I think that's how most kids who 7 and 8 year olds gonna be. You know, if it wasn't for the community who seen that shit happen, if it wasn't for like the neighbors across the street or the neighbors in the community that seen the car sped off real fast off the shooting to call the police and say, hey, it was this type of car, or it was this, that, murder would have been a cold case because we were kids. None of us seen what happened. We didn't have grown-ups outside with us. They were like inside the enclosed porch. We were just in the front playing. So we didn't know what the fuck went on. The community banded together and brought justice for my friend Ernest. Sad situation. He went to Mount Sinai. I went to Loyola. I survived. Ernest didn't. Sad story. Love you, Ernest. Love you, Joe Kelly. Love you, Miss Phyllis. Love all y'all, man. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the homie Truth.